starts with a dream. Every champion starts with belief. 8 drivers, 8 riders, 8 teams. Only one will reign victorious. Moments will be made in midair. Limits will be shattered on the dirt. And the power to crown the best in the world is in your hands.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up.
Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it. We can hear you.
Manchester, are you ready?
Come on. I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Manchester! This is Monster Jam Freestyle Mania!
The first competition of the night is Monster Jam JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seeded into the bracket based on a random draw. So coming up first, it's driver against the clock, which means the driver with the fastest time will take the first 8 points of the event and the racing wins. So, Manchester, who's ready for Monster Jam JCB Racing?
Keep that energy going for our first competitor as she pulls up to the starting line. It's Brianna Mahad, Ringling Valley Circuit. First one out the gate, she's focusing her attention on the race lights directly in front of her. Ready to go green! .767, courtesy of Brianna Mahan. Ringling Bailey Circuit, that will be the time to beat in the JCB racing competition. Once again, an 11.767 will be the time to beat up there on the JCB Racing board. Continuing on with our next competitor, Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. .407, and with that, we got a new leader and a new time to beat. Two competitors down. We still got a lot more JCB racing to go. Once again, 11.407, new time to beat, courtesy of Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. Moving on to our next competitor from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. It's a Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. .060. Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger, now jumps to the top of the leaderboard currently and is your new time to beat in the JCB racing competition. .060, new time to beat, but still 5 more competitors remaining. Coming up next, he's one of our rookies this season. It's Chucky Pawkin, Team Classroom Crusher. .544 for Chucky Pawkin, Team Classroom Crusher. Halfway through the competition right now. 4 competitors down, 4 to go. 8 points are on the line. The first 8 points of the event goes to the JCB Racing winner, setting the team up for great success and great momentum. But it's going to come down to the fastest competitor down there on the track. You see her, she just made her way onto this dirt. Put your fins together for Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. A 15.143 for Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. Slow and steady on that one. A little hesitation at that final turn, costing her some precious time. You can see up there on the video board, time to beat still remains. Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger, 11.06060. But down on the track right now, our next competitor getting ready to pull up to the line is one of the fastest racers in a Monster Jam. I'm talking about Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron. .9 flat on that one. New fastest time of the weekend, which means we got a new leader and a new time to beat. I told you he was fast, Monster Jam fans. 10.900 goes to Tony Oaks, Team JCB Ticketron. Monster Jam fans, I do have a quick correction. Yes, a 10.900 for Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron. That is the second fastest time of the weekend. The fastest time of the weekend is held by your next competitor, Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco. He walked away the JCB Racing winner just a few hours ago with a time of 10.883. Can he do it again? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out. $11.519 for the Crazy Bull, who it did in fact get a little wild and crazy during that lap around the track. Tried to jump to the top of the leaderboard, but right now that'll currently put him in fourth place. 11.519 for Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco. We got one more competitor, and I mentioned we have a rookie in Chucky Pauken and Classroom Crusher, but we also have another rookie this season here to add a little glitter to the track. Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. A 12.292 for Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. That means the winner of the JCB Racing competition, the fastest guy down there on the track this evening, Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron. And with that, Tony Oaks secures the first 8 points of this evening's event, setting himself up for success going into the second competition, which I'll talk about in just a few moments. But Tony Oaks has proven a really strong competitor in the JCB Racing competition. This marks 25 JCB Racing wins on the 2026 season, more of anybody on this series. He struggled a little bit with this dirt earlier today, Taylor, but he has more than made up for it and is the fastest guy standing.
Definitely did. Tony Oaks of Team JCB Ticketron taking home the JCB Racing win. Very apropos. You know, you can see a lot of your competitors visibly change their technique and their approach on the track, but I couldn't quite peg what your difference that made. You take the win, so go ahead and tell us about it.
Hey, it's really tough out here. This dirt right here, it's like mostly sand. So it's really slippery, you know. It might as well just be mud. You know, that's really how it acts with the truck. It kind of pushes the truck out toward the outside of the turn. So you got to turn early, hit your marks, slow down where you need to, speed up where you need to. Here we are on top by what, 2/100ths of a second or something like that? It's crazy, man.
Well, you know, you've been proven at this point to be one of the fastest racers, not just in Monster Jam, but here on Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. But now it's time to go into the two-wheel skills challenge, which I don't know if this sandy dirt is going to be as friendly, but I know that you're up for the task.
Yeah, this wasn't very friendly to us earlier, you know, to get a stoppie down off this side here. The lip was kind of blown off of the top earlier, and, you know, like I said, the sand is a challenge, and the track just starts blowing away. So this is where we have to use our imaginations, you know, and change on the fly and come up with some crazy stuff. But I'll tell you one thing's for sure, guys. You're going to see trucks on the rear wheels, front wheels, side wheels, upside down wheels. Hold on to your butts, because it's about to get hot.
Make some noise for Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron.
Great control on that popper. Balancing nice on the nose. That Megalodon shark is working, and that'll do it.
Make some noise, Monster Jam fans, for Michaela Telechka Megalodon. Scoring is open for the first time this evening. Go ahead and scan that QR code if you haven't already. It'll take you directly to judgeszone.com. About 5 seconds remaining to cast your scores.
2 back-to-back poppers executed perfectly from Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. There she is, Monster Jam fans, and her scores are up there on the video board. A 6.947, that will be the score to beat. Continuing on with our next competitor, one of our rookies here to add a little sparkle to the track. It's Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Go ahead and scan the QR code right now. It'll take you straight there. We got our teammate Cam Sepulveda waiting patiently in the wings to find out what those scores are going to look like.
All right, Monster Jam fans, 5.205. So that's going to put Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash, currently in second place. But I think her teammate Cam Sepulveda is having a little bit too much fun over there, Taylor. What's going on?
No, these FMX riders, they're always having a good time. Cam Sepulveda, show them how you Sparkle Smash the competition.
Glitter everywhere. We love glitter here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. We love to have a lot of fun. Second place currently, Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. Continuing on with our next competitor, we call her the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Impeccable control, courtesy of Brianna Mahan. Attempt number one, nice popper nose wheelie. Brings it slow and steady down the side of that pod. One attempt down, one to go.
Manchester, make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com once again. And look, you got little Bailey Circuit down there on the track. You can tell she's fired up. Greg Duffy, are you fired up? Yeah, he is. Scoring is open once again at judgeszone.com.
All right, let's see what you guys thought of those teams. Nice popper for the first one. That sky wheelie for the second one. Score to beat right now is Megalodon, a 6.947. The score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is 8.561. 8.561. With that, we got a new leader and a new score to beat. Continuing on with our next competitor, he's a second-generation driver. It's Chucky Pauken, Classroom Crasher. Shifts the weight to one BKT tire on the dismount. Attempt number one is a solid one. One attempt down, one to go. Remember, score to beat 8.561, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Chucky Hawken Classroom Crusher. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. And if you haven't joined in the scoring this evening, Manchester, what are you waiting for? It's the best part of Monster Jam. Score now.
Score now indeed, Taylor. Couple more seconds, let's get these scores locked in for Chucky Hawken Classroom Crusher. Great first attempt, awesome control. You heard the oohs and the ahs from everybody here in the arena. Let's see how that translates into scores. Scores are locked in, so let's focus our attention up there on that video board. A 7.911, a 7.911. That's gonna put him currently in second place in the two-wheel skills challenge. Can you dig it? He's your JCB Racing winner. Up next, Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron.
Let them hear you, Manchester. Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron. Yeah, picking it up, bringing it back, putting it down, JCB, yeah. Go ahead and lock in your scores, everybody. Christina, what'd you think? It wasn't a Tony Oaks, but it was
You know, it wasn't the Tony Oaks voice, but it was the TJ Tiffany voice, so good on that one. Kudos to Tony Oaks, JCB Ticketron. That second attempt, a nice wheelie up and through that elevated obstacle, something he was trying to achieve a few hours ago in the first event, made up for it this event. This is Tony Oaks' night, man. Let's see how this translates into scores. Solid score, 8.532. 8.532 for Tony Oaks, Team JCB Ticketron. That's going to put him currently in second place in this phase of the competition. We got 3 more competitors remaining. Remember, 8 additional points are on the line. He's your 2026 Freestyle Mania Series champion, Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. I don't know, Manchester. I see his arms out of that Monster Jam truck. He wants you to get loud. Poise and precision on that popper nose wheelie. 1 attempt down, 1 to go for the black and green wrecking machine. Popper glides it forward down the ramp, recenters that Monster Jam truck, kicks it into reverse, shifts the weight on one BKT tire, and that'll do it.
Let them hear you. Everybody, that was Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. It's time to score at judgeszone.com. Manchester, lock it in while you still can.
Oh, you know Buck can get a little aggressive over there, Taylor. You gotta wrangle these boys.
Yeah, he's shaking up the competition. You like it?
Definitely shaking up the competition. All right, Monster Jam fans, based on that reaction, I think we're gonna see some stellar scores, but it's not up to me. Remember, it's up to you at judgeszone.com. Score to beat right now, Ringling Bailey Circuit, 8.541. The score for Gravedigger is 9.055. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Continuing on with our next competitor, I want to see those zombie arms in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. For Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. He has purposely shut off that Monster Jam truck just now in the zombie handstand. Turns it back on, fires it back up, gets the rebound from the popper, going for another. And that'll do it for attempt number 1. Kicking it back up once again onto the nose. Leans the truck forward. He's going for the old Spinarooski right now. Into the rebound once again, pops it back up on those front BKT tires, back into the nose wheelie. Rocking that Monster Jam truck back and forward on the very front of it. Zombie handstand, Spinarooskis, rebounds, moonwalks, it had it all.
Let them hear you. Brandon Telechka, Zombie. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Christina, just giving it a little slap, slap, slap-a-roo non-stop by Brandon Telechka. There he is, let him hear you, Manchester.
That one kept on going and going. It was like the Energizer Bunny down there. I wasn't sure where that one was going, but let's see what you guys thought of it. Score to beat is Gravedigger, 9.055. The score for Zombie is 9.354. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Come on, Manchester, keep those zombie arms going. For our final competitor, I think it's I think it's about time they just introduce themselves. Let's see who it is. Reverse hopper up the ramp for attempt number 2.
Put your horns up, Manchester. And let me hear you make some noise for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Go ahead and lock in your scores while you still can.
Let's see what you guys thought. I see Fernando gesturing there that Monster Jam truck might be broken. We'll take it into the pits during halftime to see exactly what's going on with it. Scores are locked in, a 6.313 for Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco. That means your winner of the two-wheel skills challenge, Team Zombies, Brandon Telechka. Number 10 on the 2026 season for Brandon Telechka when it comes to two-wheel skills challenge wins. And that one was a stellar performance. It had combination moves. It kept you on the edge of your seat. You were not sure where it was going to go, from the poppers to the rebounds to the old spinnerooski. We're going to hear him talk about this win in just a moment. You can see them running out to the pod right now. Chandler Hyder, his teammate. Taylor, this calls for some zombie celebration.
Yeah, it does, Christina. We got Team Zombie up here on the pod. Brandon, you were out there so long just slapping it back and forth, up and down. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we knew that you were sticking to it, and it ended up working in your favor.
Yeah, I tell you what, I struggled a little bit in the first event. I didn't make it up for you Monster Jam fans. You know, we might have went 20 seconds over the limit there, but it's all for you guys. And all for my zombie fans. I seen all them zombie arms up there. When I was coming out, I'm like, man, we got to do something crazy out here.
Well, crazy you did. And speaking of crazy, what's crazier than the FMX boys here on Freestyle Mania? Your teammates getting ready to go out there and throw it down. What advice do you have for the fans as they watch Chandler Hyder and Zombie?
Yeah, I tell you what, these guys are absolutely nuts. 8 of the top riders out here. These guys are doing acrobats on a dirt bike, 30 foot in the air, and these guys are absolutely wild. They're doing backflips, letting go of the bike midair. But I tell you what, the crazier you all get for each and every one of those bikes, the crazier stunts you guys will be seeing out here for Monster Jam. Right after that is the Monster Jam Freestyle. So let me hear you guys. Y'all ready?
You heard him. Keep it going for Team Zombie. The good news is all of our trucks are actually in pretty great condition, and that's all I really got, honestly. You know, when it comes to an evening event after we've had one earlier this afternoon, you really never know what the trucks have been through at this point in the event. We got a video of the pits that we're going to put up on the video board right now for you fans to kind of just take a sneak peek behind the scenes. This is what it's looking like back there in the pits. It is cold out there. Let's start with that. So when you see our Monster Jam trucks and drivers come in, remember the elements outside that they're enduring. It's not raining right now. It was raining for the greater part of the day a little bit earlier, but we are in good shape right now. So we got Bryce Toluchka, crew chief of Team Zombie. That is going to talk us through one of the parts. Right there, he's holding it. Go ahead, Bryce. Tell him what we're looking at and what makes this so important on a Monster Jam truck.
Yeah, so this is the inner axle, one of many parts that drive these 12,000-pound monster trucks on this track. And this is one of the key parts that keep these trucks going. These are the ones that break quite often, but this time we're lucky we didn't break any, knock on wood. As you can see in there, it's the third member. This is what takes all the power from the drive shaft and puts it out to the tires, which goes to the axles. And so when it breaks, it'll break off inside of there, and the whole splines will be snapped off in sometimes, and sometimes we'll have to pull a third because it causes so much damage.
And with that damage being said, I mean, if that happens, how long does that take you and your team to come back out on the track?
Yeah, so it all depends if it's an inner or an outer. If it's an outer, it'll take 15 minutes tops because it's super easy to get to. But if it's an inner, it all depends if it splinters or if it breaks off clean. It'll about take 30 to 45 minutes.
Nice. Well, Monster Jam fans, I want to give you a little more insight. Bryce Toluchka, he's one of the newest to the Monster Jam fleet. He is actually the youngest of the Toluchkas. If you look closely next to the FMX bag, you can see his siblings cheering him on. So why don't you go ahead and join him. Make some noise for Team Zombies, Bryce Toluchka.
And with that, Monster Jam fans, I do want to give you a quick reminder of where we currently are at the BKT overall event leaderboard after the first half of Monster Jam. So we do have a tie currently at the top. Team Gravedigger tied with Team Zombie, each with 14 points. Team JCB Diggatron only 1 point behind, though, rounding out that top of the leaderboard. Now, it is important to note, everything can change right now because our riders have the opportunity to add additional scores to their additional points, to their Monster Jam scores. So keep an eye out on that video board throughout the entirety of this competition because there might be a little movement there. And with that, Monster Jam fans, I am pleased to welcome you back officially to the second half of Monster Jam. As promised, our amazing riders have their opportunity to take to the track, take to the skies. And we have some of the most talented riders, not only nationally, but internationally. 8 stellar competitors who really want to walk away as either the best upright trick winner, the best trick winner, or maybe even both. Like we saw a few hours ago, Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash actually swept both competitions. So that is possible here at Monster Jam. You got to expect the unexpected. But what you can expect is pure talent down there on the track. They're going to have an opportunity to do 2 practice jumps before they go ahead and compete. They're making their way around the track for their final lap to line up and get ready to make their way down the ramp. So let's meet them. It's TJ Tiffany, JCB Diggatron. Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. It's Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. And last but not least, we got Scott Murray in the house, Team Megalodon. Now, Monster Jam fans, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The louder you scream, the higher they fly, the cooler the trick, all right? So I need you to get loud. We got some whip actions. Noah Bakken right there. Chandler Hyder coming down the ramp with the Shaolin. Got that whip from Cam Sepulveda. And for one final time, we got Scott Murray, Team Megalodon with the silly salmon, ladies and gentlemen.
right, Monster Jam fans, welcome back to Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. It is time for the FMX Best Upright Trick competition. All 8 of these riders will have their first opportunity to put points on the board with any trick they so choose, except a backflip. You fans will still score at judgeszone.com. You only have 20 seconds from the moment that rider completes their trick, so remember to lock it in as quickly as you can. Manchester, who's ready for the FMX Best Upright Trick competition?
Kicking things off, he hails from Orlando, Florida. It's TJ Tiffany, Team JCB Ticketron. TJ Tiffany is one of our longest tenured veterans here at Monster Jam, and his career has taken him nationally and internationally, competing in places like Australia, South Africa, the UK, and so much more. And he's going to be the person setting the bar for the best upright trick.
Monster Jam fans, starting strong. Make some noise for TJ Tiffany, JCB Ticketron. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. That's my boy. Damn, JCB, baby. Yeah, let's go. Score now.
Taylor starting things off strong with the rock solid seat grip. Superman, no hands when you break it down moment by moment there. Again, he's setting the pace for his fellow competitors. So let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com. He had solid form, great on the takeoff ramp, but it comes down to what you guys think. So a couple more seconds to lock in those scores and focus your attention up there on the video board for TJ Tiffany, JCB Ticketron. 8.404, 8.404, solid way to kick things off. That'll be the score to beat in the best upright trick competition. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy, an unbelievable talent here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, but he's also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, the first person to ever successfully do a double front flip on a dirt bike.
Let them hear you, Monster Jam fans. Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. What did you think?
Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit, painting a picture in the air. One hand on the handlebar, the other bringing around towards the back of his body, legs split in the air, showcasing some really great agility right there. But what'd you guys think at judgeszone.com? Scores are locked in. Let's see. 7.407, 7.407. That's going to put him currently in second place. He's an A+ student. It's Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Drew Slough, the youngest competitor down there on the track. He's teamed up with Chucky Pauken this season, the youngest driver, the youngest rider, a dynamic duo.
Put those hands together and get loud for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Yeah, I don't know. Just stand in front of him, Chucky. Scoring is open for a few more seconds at judgeszone.com.
Taylor, I'm loving the shenanigans over there. Always such fun shenanigans. All right, guys, what did you think of Drew Slough, Team Classroom Crusher? Let's focus our attention up there on the board. 7.820, 7.820. Good enough for second place currently here in the competition. You know what to do when that music comes on. I need to see those zombie arms for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Team Zombie is currently in first place right now in pursuit of the BKT Overall Event Championship, tied with Team Gravedigger. So let's see what Chandler Hyder has up his sleeve in order to maintain that momentum.
Whoa, indeed. Let me see your zombie arms. And make some noise for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. It's time to score at judgeszone.com. Keep in mind, everybody, when it comes to our FMX riders, that time seems to go by a little quicker. That's because as soon as they complete their trick, the clock begins.
That one had a nice pow and a punch to it. Kick that leg out, arch of the back, drops the head, brings it back to center, all before landing on that FMX safety bag. Let's see, did you guys like it? Scores are locked in. 8.021, solid score. 8.021, good enough for second place. Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Moving on to that black and green wrecking machine, it's Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Let's see what Noah Bakken has in store. Again, Team Gravedigger tied at the top currently right now for the BKT Overall Event Championship with Team Zombie.
Put those hands together and make some noise. That was Noah Bakken. Whoa, okay. Yeah. Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Lock in those scores.
We saw a massive whip from Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger, whipping that bike and body simultaneously from one side to the other. Impressive stuff. But remember, it doesn't matter what I think, Monster Jam fans. It comes down to what you guys think. Score to beat JCB Diggatron 8.404. The score for Gravedigger is 8.474. Talk about close. 8.474, which means we got a new leader and a new score to beat. It's time to get wild. It's time to get crazy. It's AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Team El Toro Loco celebrating 25 years of that crazy bull, a dynamic team. Both AJ Roseboro and Fernando Martinez have been throughout the entirety of the 2026 season.
Put your horns up. That was AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco. He's crazy. He's crazy. That man. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
And Manchester, that was the cliffhanger. So he takes his feet, he hooks them under the handlebars, and then he uses core strength in the abdomen area to then stand up, elongate his arms. Impressive stuff, courtesy of AJ Roseboro. I know Fernando Martinez liked it. What did you guys think? Score to beat Gravedigger 8.474. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.682. 8.682. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Coming up next, here to Sparkle Smash the competition, it's Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. Cam Sepulveda took the best upright trick competition and the best trick competition at that a few hours ago in event number 1. Can he carry that momentum into event number 2? He's going for the sweep again. The question is, can he pull it off? Let's see what he has up his sleeve.
Make some noise for Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open at Judges Zone.
Cam Sepulveda with the rock-solid Indy. So similar to what we witnessed with TJ Tiffany and JCB Diggatron earlier, but a different positioning of the legs with that one. Score to beat is El Toro Loco, 8.682. The score for Sparkle Smash is 8.567. 8.567. Good enough for second place. One competitor remains. But your fins in the air for our final competitor in the best upright trick competition. It's Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Scott Murray, Team Megalodon, 49 years young and throwing down with the best in the business. He has been unstoppable throughout the 2026 season, reigniting a flame both in him and his son Eli, who's following in his footsteps.
Put those fins up and get loud, Manchester. That was Scott Murray, Megalodon. Hey, boys going fishing back there. Let's get some scores locked in.
That's right, final competitor in the best upright trick competition, so it will come down to Scott Murray, Team Megalodon there. Remember, your current leader is El Toro Loco's AJ Roseboro. The score for Scott Murray, Megalodon, is 8.049, fifth place, which means your winner, AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco.
That's right, Monster Jam fans, we've got Bert, come out here. We've got a winner, and that's Team El Toro Loco. Go ahead and tell them how excited you are.
I can't. I'm so pumped up. AJ, you are awesome, man. I didn't know you were going to pull that out of your pants, but you did. A cliffhanger? #1, dude. You did that, man. You're the best in the world. You're the craziest guy, and that's why you're El Toro Loco, man. Give it up for AJ one more time.
Nice work to Team Toro, but we still got more competition, especially for our FMX riders. Let's take a quick look at the overall event championship leaderboard. We've got Team Gravedigger still holding the lead with 20 points. Team JCB Diggatron, however, is sitting in second for now and now only. But we've got one more FMX competition, one more opportunity for these riders to put some points on the board for their teammate. So, Fernando, I know you were super excited for your teammate, so let's see if you can hype all of these fans up for each and every one of those competitors down there on the track for the best trick competition, because now they also get to do backflips. So go ahead, tell them what we got to do.
AJ is one of the best in the world at doing backflips, and I see people all the way up from the rafters down to the front row, so I know you guys can make some noise. So on one, I need to hear you guys blow the roof on this place. 3, 2, 1!
And with that, your best upright trick winner is actually your first competitor in the best trick competition, and that is AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. Carrying a lot of momentum and a lot of adrenaline between that win and between being pumped up by his teammate, Fernando Martinez. Just like every first competitor out the gate, they are the ones setting the pace for what's to follow. And remember, the gloves are off, okay? These Monster Jam riders are able to throw down their sickest tricks, so let's see what he can do.
Who needs hands when you're doing a backflip? Not AJ Roseboro, not up in here. Make some noise for AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. What did you think, Manchester?
Taylor, I loved that one. Not up in here. Loved that one. There we go. We got the energy. We're having fun. Let's see the scores right now for AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. 8.421. 8.421. Nice way to start this competition. Jumping into our next competitor, it's Greg Duffy, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy, you heard me say it before, he's a Guinness Book of World Record holder, a national and international competitor, known literally all over the world. And here he is for you guys in Manchester. Make some noise. Monster Jam fans, keep it going for Greg Duffy. Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Bree, you're nailing the Greg Duffy cross-eye right now. I see it, I saw it. Monster Jam fans, make sure you're going to judgeszone.com, sliding that BKT tire up or down, click and submit. We saw the heel clicker backflip on that one. Score to beat 8.421 El Toro Loco. The score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is 8.680. 8.680. New leader, new score to beat. You guys know what to do. It's time for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. I want the entire arena to show me those zombie arms for our third competitor out the gate. Getting set on that dirt bike right now, making the adjustments. Feeling right and coming down the ramp.
Monster Jam fans, let me hear your biggest zombie roar for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
From zombie roars to zombie scores. Let's see. 7.660. 7.660 for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. We're going to continue on with our fourth competitor. Put your fins in the air for Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Scott Murray is a longtime competitor here at Monster Jam. But believe it or not, this was actually his first series back in 20 years. Unbelievable talent down there on the track. He has won over 40 best trick competition wins on the 2026 season. Incredible stuff by one of our veteran riders.
Monster Jam fans, come on, make some noise! Scott Murray, Megalodon. When it comes to this sport, it truly is one of the most fast-paced, intense, and potentially dangerous in the world. But here at Monster Jam, safety is always first. The man's a professional. Scores are locked in to the pod to see what they're gonna come out to. Let them hear you one more time, Monster Jam fans.
I want to see those scores. Come on, put it up there. 9.109. 9.109 for Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Coming up next, there's glitter, there's glam. It's Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. I told you there was glitter and glam. Lots of dear fans, as I said earlier, he took the best trick competition, the best upright trick competition. Let's see what he has up his sleeve for our second event here in Manchester. Adjusting that Yamaha's 250 bike that has served him well all season long.
Make some noise! That was Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. Let them hear you, Manchester, and then go ahead and lock in those scores.
Taylor, I am so jealous. You're having so much fun over there. There is glitter everywhere. They're taking notes. There's zombie arms. You guys are having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun watching you. Let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com for Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. New leader with a 9.139. Just like that, Cam Sepulveda sparkle smashes the competition. Not to be outdone, though, by one of our veteran competitors, TJ Tiffany, Team JCB Digatron. Not only an exceptional rider, but he's also a stuntman. That's right, this guy is Hollywood. He's been involved in Netflix productions as well as Marvel movies.
Let them hear you, TJ Tiffany, JCB Digatron. Yeah, that's number one, baby. Come on, dance. Let's go. You heard of Monster Jam fans. What did you think? You know where to go to let us know.
And that was the knack flip, courtesy of TJ Tiffany, Team JCB Digatron. Let's get those scores locked in. We only got 2 more competitors remaining in this phase of the competition. Let's see what you guys thought. 7.819 for TJ Tiffany, Team JCB Digatron. That'll put him currently in 5th place with 2 competitors remaining. He's one of the coolest kids in class. It's Drew Slough, Team Classroom Crusher. A competitor who always throws down on the track. Great agility, great flexibility, and he always paints a picture when he's in the air.
Ding, ding, recess. Oh, recess is over. Make some noise. That was Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher.
Taylor, that one looked like a variation on the super flip there. Released those legs. They were a little bent. Not sure if he was going to try to fully extend them or not, but it was an entertaining rotation there with that variation backflip. Scores are locked in. The score for Classroom Crusher is 8.372. That's going to put him currently in 5th place. It all comes down to this one competitor, the black and green wrecking machine, Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Team Gravedigger is your Freestyle Mania Series champions, punching their automatic ticket to Monster Jam World Finals.
Make some noise, Manchester. Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Yeah, that's my man, that's my teammate. Go ahead and score now at judgeszone.com.
All right, Manchester, it all comes down to this. Our final competitor. Scores are locked in. Let's focus our attention up there on that video board for Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. At 8.936, that means the winner of the best trick competition, Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash.
Monster Jam fans, we have your winners. Congratulations to Team Sparkle Smash, but that's gonna officially do it for our FMX competitions. However, I think I'd like to see a little bit more from these FMX superstars. What about you, Monster Jam drivers? Do you want to see more from your teammates? What about you, Manchester? Do you want to see more? Then I need you to get loud because each and every one of these riders is getting ready to attempt something that you can only see right here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. They're gonna soar through the air, back to back in train formation. I need you all to get so loud that we can't even hear the FMX bikes. Are you ready? New Hampshire, in 3, 2, 1, make some noise. These riders were hand-selected from the best of the best in the world. You've seen them on your big screen. You've seen them compete across the globe, but they're going to jump one more time for you fans here tonight. So, let me hear you make some noise!
Let's hear it one more time for Greg Duffy, Scott Murray, Drew Slough, AJ Roseborough, Noah Bakken, TJ Tiffany, Cam Sepulveda, and Chandler Hyder. All of your amazing FMX riders. And in just a moment, we're going to have the opportunity to hear from your two winners, securing the best upright trick competition win, AJ Roseborough, Team El Toro Loco. And for the second time today, Cam Sepulveda walking away as your best trick winner. I can see Taylor Olivia, Kylie Kent, and Fernando Martinez making their way onto the track. We're going to have a little bit of a chat with our winners in preparation for our final competition of the event, which will be our freestyle competition. And I know there's a lot of momentum going into that one. Exciting stuff always happening here at Monster Jam Freestyle Main. And again, another quick kudos to our two winners walking away on the pod.
Monster Jam fans, it's a party up on top of the pod. We've got two championship teams. We've got Team Sparkle Smash, and we've got Team El Toro Loco. They're all kind of celebrating. Looks like, AJ, you might have gotten a little bit of carnage there. You took the first win. Talk about how it feels.
Hey, you know, it's so good, Manchester. You guys are electric tonight. Thanks for coming out, spending your hard-earned money, watching us throw down. We're having so much fun. These are my best friends in the country, man, and it means a lot. Thank you guys so much.
You know, that's something that I feel like you guys say, and I don't know if our fans really digest what that means. You guys really are best friends, not just out here on the track, but behind the scenes. So what is that like to travel the world competing and touring with your best friends?
Yeah, it really, truly means the world. AJ and I are actually practice partners. We both practice at a compound called Bronson Compound, and shout out to Hunter because he hooks it up for us and really lets us just do whatever we want, and that's, you guys can see what we do at practice. We bring it to the shows and just try to keep the heat coming every single week. And yeah, it took 19 weeks and we finally stand up here together, and it just feels really good to do it with, like you said, one of my best friends.
We have Monster Jam Freestyle coming up next, the final competition of the evening. I think you should help us hype these fans up for what's to come, because that crazy guy over there, he's always calling you crazy, but he's pretty crazy too.
El Toro and Fernando's got some moves up his sleeve, but I want to see him on two wheels. I want to see him on the side wheels. I want to see him upside down and going high. You guys better get your boots tied up, because we're coming for you.
Make some noise. Cam, do you want to back that up? I feel like you got some too.
Woo!
Give it up for Team Sparkle Smash and Team El Toro Loco.
Congratulations one more time to our winners. With that, the leaderboard has shifted a little bit. The BKT overall event leaderboard now has 26 points for Team Gravedigger, 6 points behind. You got Team JCB Digatron rounding out the top three with 19 points. Team El Toro Loco going into the freestyle competition. Now in this phase of the competition, every competitor will have 60 seconds to lay it all out there on the track. We're looking for a variety of tricks here.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
First competitor out the gate, setting the bar for her competitors. Let's see what you guys thought of the Kylie Kent team Sparkle Smash. You guys know what to do. You've been doing awesome all event long. Sliding that BKT tire up or down, clicking submit. Let's see, 6.843. 6.843 will be the score to beat in the freestyle competition. Coming up next, she's a second-generation driver. It's Michaela Toluchka, Team Megalodon.
Make some noise for Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Second competitor ending things really strong with those nice Monster Jam donuts. Take a look, there's a perfect circle in that dirt. Great acceleration, awesome rotations. Nice way to end it throughout that freestyle run. She also had some really great jumps, taking full advantage of the 60-second clock and, of course, all the obstacles on there. She's feeling good about that one. Look at that perfect circle, that overhead shot right now. Let's go to the scores because they are locked in. The score for Megalodon is 7.523. 7.523. New leader, new score to beat. The 2025 Entertainer of the Year, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Team El Toro Loco. And then head on over to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you thought of that one. I thought it was a dynamic freestyle run. It had big air, it had stoppies, it kept you on the edge of your seat. That's what we're looking for in the freestyle competition. But remember, it does not matter what I think. It comes down to what you think, Monster Jam fans. So these scores are locked in. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.407. 8.407. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Taylor, I see you in the stands right now. Before we can continue on with this competition, I gotta know what you got going on down there.
Well, I'm actually hanging out with my new friend Hannah. Hannah, wave hi. Do you want to say what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
You hear that? Monster Jam fans, you may or may not have seen her on this side of the arena. She's been cheering on literally every single truck. I know you have a favorite, and we'll get to that in just a minute, but it's because of fans like Hannah that we have been around the world for over 30 years. Monster Jam fans, I want to introduce her now as our lucky fan of the day. Hannah, you're not just going out of here with an amazing experience, you're also going home with a $50 gift card to Texas Roadhouse, one of our proud sponsors. So there you go. You can go have a bite with Mom and chat about how fun Monster Jam was. But before we do that, I need your help, Hannah. We have to tell everybody which truck is coming out next. Are you ready? Tell them who's coming out next.
The Grave Digger!
He's lining up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Gets the rotation, corkscrew, sidewall save. That'll do it for Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. Judgeszone.com is where it's at right now, Monster Jam fans. He came down to the wire on that one, lined up with the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp, hit it, corkscrewed. I thought that was going over, but no. Weston Anderson whips that sucker around on the side and gets the save. Whew! I'm out of breath on that one. Let's just take it up to the video board. Weston, take a look. .655. And with that, we got a new leader and a new score to beat. And that is Weston Anderson, Team Gravedigger. Monster Jam fans, if you're hungry after that one, I do encourage you guys to head on over to Texas Roadhouse. You know they have those amazing steaks, those made from scratch sides. I do encourage you to go ahead and download the Texas Roadhouse app. Go ahead, scan that QR code, and you're gonna get a free appetizer. So go ahead, after the event, go on over to Texas Roadhouse, claim your free appetizer. And do want to give a shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad helping us out down there on the track. We're going to get that Monster Jam truck hooked and back into the pits to be assessed by our UNOH technicians, Crew Chief Chandler West, because we got one final event tomorrow. And that grave digger needs to be intact to compete down here on the track for one final time in the 2026 season. Jumping into our next competitor, I see the zombie cam, which means I need to see some zombie arms for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie.
Make some noise for Brandon Telechka, Zombie. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Manchester, what did you think? Lock in your scores. You got about 10 seconds remaining.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. You heard Taylor. Lock in those scores for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. Engine things with those nice Monster Jam donuts into some big air. The conclusion of that freestyle run. Scores are locked in. The score for Zombie is a 7.830, 7.830. Good enough for third place currently, with 3 competitors remaining in the freestyle competition. He's a second-generation driver and one of our rookies this season. Give it up for Chucky Puckin, Classroom Crusher.
those hands together for Chucky Puckin, Classroom Crusher. Ferocious freestyle by the freshman, but he's only going to be a freshman for one more event after tonight. Go ahead and lock in your scores, everybody, for Chucky Puckin, Classroom Crusher.
Taking you to school on that one, Chucky Puckin, Classroom Crusher. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you guys thought. 8.120, 8.120. Third place currently for Chucky Puckin Team Classroom Crusher. Up next, your 2024 fan favorite driver of the year. Here we call her the Princess of Carnage. It's Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Looks like there may be a broken Monster Jam truck down there on the track. We got to go ahead and get Classroom Crusher off. So in the meantime, let's see if we can have a little fun with each of you fans. Pay close attention to the video board. Bailey says spin around once. Bailey says hop on one foot. Bailey says pat your head and rub your tummy. All right, some of you got it, and some of you are still hopping on one foot. Flap your arms. Bailey didn't say to flap those arms. Let's try it again. Bailey says wiggle your fingers. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Bailey says stand on one leg. Stand on one leg. Hold it, hold it. Bailey says march in place. March, march. Bailey says march. Stop marching. Nice job, boys. Bailey didn't say that. Let's keep it going. Bailey says take a deep breath. Bailey, how long are we supposed to keep breathing for? Whew. Monster Jam fans, give yourselves a round of applause. That was pretty good. And also, make some noise for the superstars of Freestyle Mania, FMX.
And Monster Jam fans, I'm actually getting some breaking news right now that Ringling Bailey Circuit is actually your St. Jude ambassadors of the night. Take a look. With 41% of those donations, give yourselves a huge round of applause. It's because of you, the Monster Jam fans, that we are able to combat pediatric cancer in partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. Again, big congratulations to Ringling Bailey Circuit, Brianna Mahan, and Greg Duffy, your St. Jude Children's Research Hospital ambassadors of the night.
Manchester, are you ready for the Princess of Carnage? Then make some noise! It's time for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Put those robo howls together for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. It's time to score at judgeszone.com.
All right, Monster Jam fans, it's going to come down to this. Remember, we only have one more competitor actually after Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit, your St. Jude ambassador of the event alongside her teammate Greg Duffy. Scores are locked in for the Princess of Carnage. 7.914, that's gonna put her currently in 4th place. Again, 7.914 for Brianna Mahan, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Again, one competitor remaining here in the competition. In just a few moments, we'll have the opportunity to crown not only a freestyle winner, but a BKT overall event championship team. This is our final weekend of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, and it's been an absolutely amazing season. Final competitor here, Tony Oaks, JCB Tigatron.
Make some noise for Tony Oaks, JCB Tigatron. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Remember, it all comes down to this. Our final competitor, the military man himself, representing Team JCB Tigatron, Tony Oaks. Let's get these scores locked in. Take it up to the video board. 7.927, 4th place. Manchester, that means your freestyle winner and BKT overall event championship team, Weston Anderson, Noah Buchan, Team Gravedigger. the second time today, we will see Weston Anderson and Noah Bakken celebrating on that pod with trophies in their hands. They are not resting on their laurels in any way, shape, or form. They already clinched the series championship. They already punched their automatic ticket to Monster Jam World Finals, and yet they are still throwing down on that track. The 29th BKT Overall Event Championship win for this dynamic duo, this incredible team, and his 20th freestyle win. An incredible record for an incredible team. One more time, Manchester. Let's hear it for our 8 drivers, our 8 riders here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. Fernando Martinez, AJ Roseboro, Team El Toro Loco. You got Cam Sepulveda, Kylie Ken, Team Sparkle Smash. Scott Murray, Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. TJ Tiffany, Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Team Zombies, Brandon Telechka and Chandler Hyder. Team Ringling, Bailey Circuit. You got Greg Duffy and Brianna Mahan. Classroom Crusher, Drew Slough and Chucky Puckin. And one more time, your BKT Overall Event Champions, Team Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, we're standing at the top of the pod with Team Gravedigger. You guys took home not 1, but 2 BKT Overall Event Championships here this weekend, and we've only got 1 more left. How's it feel? Noah, I'll start with you.
It feels amazing, you know, to be back up here again for the second time today. Every time Team Gravedigger comes out, we're going to give you guys one heck of a show, and Weston sure proved that today. I was in the stands, I seen it with my own eyes, and I was blown away. Weston, you're one bad dude in a truck. Man, today was amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank all you Monster Jam fans. Team Gravedigger loves you all.
Weston, an amazing freestyle run. I don't know if you were able to catch it, but you had a little fan, Hannah, just over there who was introducing you. And I know that always gives you a little extra pep in your step when you are able to experience that with the fans.
Absolutely. You know, the fans are what drive us, like it says at the beginning of the event. They've driven me and my family for 44 years, man. They built this Gravedigger name. It wasn't only me and my family. It was the fans helping us out. They supported us for so long, and y'all still support us. I love you guys, man. Y'all are the best. I knew I had to come out here, and I had to throw down for you guys. Y'all showed out for us for 44 years. The least I could do is show out for y'all tonight. We love you guys, Manchester, and we'll catch you guys next time. That was Monster Jam, baby!